Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn Robinson and I'm here in Amman, Jordan, as you can see behind me. I can't make it to the Worcester High School Fine Arts Hall of Fame ceremony tonight, so I thought I would do something appropriate to my profession as a television producer and create a small video presentation as a way to show you what I've been doing lately and also to say thank you for the honor of being inducted.
Right now, I am the executive producer for a program called Arab House, which is a regional co-production between television stations in Lebanon and Jordan, focusing on social problems and solutions shared by people from both countries. Here we are taping the anchor links for the program at a local coffee house in Amman. You're welcome. Make sure he's healthy. Have to hang on and shoot Arab House. Cell phones off, everybody's cell phone off.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Something new that hasn't been done.
The third goal is I was invited to talk about the program on the main Jordanian morning talk show, which is, of course, in Arabic, but the program host, a Jordanian film actress, gracefully overcame the language barrier by translating everything I said for the audience.
Caroline, how did you come up with the idea of making such a program, and when was the idea discovered?
Yes, well, it was not my idea. It came from right here at Jordan TV about 3 years ago in a training program that we had for producers to come up with ideas for good programs. And one of the ideas was Al Bayt Arabi, and when I heard it I said, oh, that's a great idea, let's see if we can do that. Well, here we are 3 years later, almost exactly to the day, and the program is beginning. So I thank Jordan TV for its persistence in continuing this idea.
What's the aim of such a program, and what will the Arabic audience see different in البيت العربي؟ ماذا يعني سيشاهد المشاهد العربي شيء جديد في برنامج البيت العربي مختلف عن باقي البرامج؟
We had 3 goals. One was to train the journalists involved in both Jordan Television and LBC to develop long format program production skills. That was one goal. The second goal was to bring a new kind of programming to viewers in the region, in which we see the programs, the social issues of people in the region, how they're coping with it, and some answers to this. This is something, to bring both televisions together was the third goal, because it's something that hasn't been done before. I also worked with another team from Jordan TV on a program called Stories from Jordan, which won a gold prize from a European film festival for the report we are discussing here about former residents who found a way to return and revitalize their ancient village. Do you have any more ideas?
Yeah.
And then you can cut to the people coming back to this village, and they're so glad that it's still alive, and they miss it and they love it, and it should be a good mix.
Good contrast.
Yeah, good contrast. But just a little bit at the very beginning, just to get an idea. And it's how it's quiet, and people will be listening. It's quiet, and there's no sounds and no life, and then you can say the voiceover. You know, this village is dead. You know, it was alive once, and now it's dead.
I think we have some sound of air and
yeah, exactly.
beat. I mean empty.
Exactly.
No life.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just like 20 seconds maximum. And talk about this happens, you know, people leave their town, but how can you keep people in these villages, and then cut to the villagers coming back and this is where I live. I also worked inside Syrian TV to help them improve their news reporting, which is heavily censored by state authorities, and the organization I worked for created this promotional video about it. And the other thing is that the producer watches the developments on all the news stories, but so does the supervising producer, and so does the editor, and so does the writer, and even the tape editors. Everybody.
This TV training session is just one of the thousands organized by the International Center for Journalists in 170 countries over the last 20 years. This past year, ICFJ has been training 300 journalists from 6 Arab countries throughout the Middle East. Its programs are part of the region's sweeping media reforms designed to improve journalistic standards in both print and broadcast news organizations. Basic skills training sessions like this are held weekly for both editorial and technical staff at Syrian TV. By Knight International Press Fellow Carolyn Robinson and Lebanese TV and film director Joseph Shamaili.
The more that we work together on all this, I think you'll see that it becomes more effective.
This kind of skills training is just part of the answer, since outdated, top-heavy management is part of the problem, recognized by executives at both Syrian TV in Damascus and at Jordan TV in Amman.
We want some wide shots.
In a completely different part of the world, Southeast Asia, I worked for the United Nations as head of the local television station they set up, and also as a Knight Fellow, helping to create independent local television there, as this brief promo shows.
When East Timor voted to declare its independence from Indonesia, pro-Indonesian militias, aided by the Indonesian military, responded by burning most of East Timor to the ground. Knight Fellow Carolyn Robinson has become part of the rebuilding process.
The Knight Fellowship has given me the chance to try out some innovative ideas to bring television throughout East Timor, not just from the capital, which is where it is now, but out in the districts, out in the countryside.
Using her own equipment, a simple DV camera and a Macintosh PowerBook loaded with editing software, Carolyn's turned her house into a one-woman broadcast school of journalism. The living room is for lectures and discussions.
When you do that, then the person on camera, they're going like this.
The dining room is for writing. The spare bedroom for editing.
These guys have improved by, well, tremendously.
You learn journalism by doing journalism. That's why the most important classroom for Carolyn is outside, in the field.
Now the sun's going down. It's 6 o'clock. It's almost sunset. The meeting has just begun. The power is not on. Part of what they have to do is get good light. They are trying to squeeze every little bit of light out of the situation. So I've got them shooting through the window where they have a little bit more light coming through. Let's remember the things we have to do. Who, what.
With equipment she can fit in her Knight Fellowship briefcase, Carolyn has brought television news to Baucau, something she wants to bring to the rest of the country.
We have actually been able to do, within 3 months and $5,000 worth of equipment, train a team to do television news. I can see the same thing happening in every district center.
Try it with just...
Carolyn Robinson is making a difference in East Timor, and that's something the country's highest officials recognize.
Carolyn did a very good job with these people in Baucau. At least give them hope, give them self-confidence, pride, and I think it's a very, very important work.
I think anybody who traveled to any of the sites where we have night programs would be enormously impressed with the quality of people we put into the field and impressed with the people we work with. This is something the night program is specialized in, something Knight can be very proud of, something ICFJ can be very proud of, and something that all of those who have been involved with ICFJ over the years can be very proud of.
I'm very honored to accept this award from the place where many of my dreams began, Worcester High School, perhaps often in study hall, but also with the encouragement of many enlightened teachers at the time. I hope that those who are there now remember just how important the student-teacher relationship can be in nurturing future artists. Thank you very much for this award.